Hello, Tube. Today we have the 6 Shooting June on the Range book tag, created by Kevin Tolles Reads. He tagged me. I think this is the first time I've ever been tagged in an original tag, so that's really cool. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best because I am not very well read in the Western genre. It's something that I learned that I enjoyed through June on the Range from the original June on the Range. And I participate in every year but one. There was a year in there I took a break from YouTube, but it's my absolutely favorite reading event. Absolutely love it. It's so much fun, and so much fun that I have been sticking with reading westerns. So it's become kind of a staple in my reading habits now, and I just have a blast, absolute blast. But I want to do my best to answer as well as I can. There's a couple of them that I kind of struggled with a little bit, but let's just get into it. Question number 1: the fastest gun in the West. What is the fastest paced Western you've ever read? I kind of struggled with this one, but I want to cheat. I want to go with the Complete Western Stories of Elmore Leonard because they're short stories, and with them being short stories, you kind of have to trim the fat off the bone and kind of make things as lean as possible to make it good. And this book short story collection, I can't talk, absolutely can't talk. This video is going to be a disaster. Anybody that's read this will tell you it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Elmore Leonard, in my humble opinion, can write a short story up there with the likes of Borges and Flannery O'Connor. And just like you think of a good short story writer, Elmore Leonard's up there with them. Just so much fun. Question number 2: the Trusted Trail Companion. Who is your favorite Western sidekick, partner, or traveling companion? And for this, again, I'm not very well read in the Western genre, so I'm kind of going with the one that I remember the best, and that is Deputy Tully in the Caleb York books. Early on, he's just kind of like the drunkard of the town. He's referred to the desert rat a lot. And Caleb York, who is he is a kind of a wanderer that was on his way out to San Diego to join the Pinkertons, gets wrapped up in the town of Trinidad, and it becomes a whole series. I've done 3 or 4 of the book. I can't remember where I'm at. There's like 6 books in the stories. I think I've done 4 of them so far. I plan on finishing them out this year. But Caleb York saw something in him, and Deputy Tully and his scattergun is just a welcoming sidekick in this series. Just I love this series. I really do. It's great. If you haven't read it and you want something that's a little more pulpy, check out the Caleb York series. Number 3, the Frontier Town. Which Western setting would you most like to visit? Could be a ranch, mining camp, frontier town, desert outpost, or any memorable location from a Western story. That's why I couldn't think of a single one, because the whole point of Westerns usually is that something about high crime, whether it's rustling or murdering or hanging or whatever. I'm not into that. I'm not into any of that. I don't want to get on the wrong side of a rope or get shot in the belly or any of that stuff. None of that sounds fun. So I think I'd rather just be a Yankee. I think it's a lot safer. I don't know what the heck that was. Number 4, High Noon Showdown. Choose 2 Western characters from different books to face off in a duel. Who wins and why? For this, I kind of struggle with this one too. I want to say I don't want them to actually show down and die. We'll say in a paintball fight, or we're shooting paintballs. But I'd like to see who wins. Again, Caleb York, who He kind of fights dirty. He fights to win. He knows that his life's on the line, so the morals just go right out the window. Or Augustus from Larry McMurtry's Lonesome Dove, which, if you've read this, Gus is just an absolute badass. Like, there's a reason why he gets to sit around all day and drink and gamble and all that stuff, is because when the crap hits the fan, he shows up and shows out. Like, he is a huge badass. So it'd be kind of interesting to see which one of those two could win the scuffle. But again, I don't want either one of them to get hurt. So, maybe something sanctioned with some paintballs or something, or fake knives, or I don't know. Stuff. Number 5, The Campfire Tale. What Western book would you recommend to someone who has never read a Western before? And then, and maybe one if time is no consequence. So, I've watched a lot of these tags, and a lot of people have mentioned this book, and I have to just simply agree because it's a great first Western, and that's Shane by Jack Schaefer. Such a good book, and it's going to hit you in the feelers, and it's not overly bloody or gory. It's just, it's such a good book. Shane rides in to help out a struggling family who's kind of getting kind of pushed off their land, and he just comes in and he saves the day, and it's through like this little boy's perspective. So of course, Shane is like this magical superhero type figure that is just so good. So good. So I have to be like everybody else. And the second question, the easy answer is Lonesome Dove, and Lonesome Dove is awesome. It's great. I love it. I'm going to talk about it a couple times in this video. However, just to try to be a little different, this is one that I read for June on the Range this year. The video should be out next Monday. I haven't recorded it yet because I'm bad, but and that's El Paso by Winston Groom. This one's about 450 pages, but it's kind of a deceptive 450 pages. If you read the paperback, do yourself a favor, just get the ebook. They picked the worst font ever I have seen in a book. It's very fine, and it's kind of mushed together. It's horrible reading experience. But the book itself is fantastic. It's a little bit of a slow burn. I wouldn't say it's like boring during the slow burn parts, but it really ramps up throughout. It's like 450 pages. The last 100 pages or so really catch on fire. Again, though, like some books are slow burn, and it's like, why am I reading the first 350 pages? The first 350 pages wasn't a slog. It was just driving the story forward to get to the banger of an ending. Just really good. This is my first Winston Groom. I like this enough. Like, I didn't know Winston Groom wrote Forrest Gump. I didn't know Forrest Gump was a book until I stumbled across this one. But I like this enough that I went and bought off of eBay all the Winston Grooms out of published stuff, because you can still get Forrest Gump and Gump and Company, maybe another one. But I went and got, like, he only wrote like maybe a half a dozen fiction. He was mostly a nonfiction writer. But I went and got all of his other fiction, and I plan on in 2027 kind of seeing about working my way through the rest of his books. I liked it that much. It's really good. I really liked his writing style. It is kind of gory, but there's also some like kind of lighter, kind of funnier parts to kind of help your way through. It's a gritty book, but it's so good. It's so good. It's about Pancha. It's about the Shaughnessy's Irish. They're Irish, and it's that really long last name that I don't know how to say. Shaughnessy's, whatever. They're a railroad tycoon, and we'll just say that they own a bunch of property down in Mexico, and Pancho Villa, who's a real life person, it's basically he's dropping this fictitious story and right in the middle of the Mexican Revolution and the early 20th century. Sorry, and It's so good. Don't read the back of it. Do not read the synopsis on the back of the book. It spoils something. I think it's a big spoiler. I wish I didn't read it and know about it, but then again, I don't know. But it's really good. I really enjoyed it. If you like fictional books set in non-fictional settings, did I say that backwards? If you like fictional books in a non-fiction set, if you like the mashup of fiction and non-fiction, check it out. Which I thought that was kind of weird there for a while, but then I realized that like every war novel is like basically that, so I kind of got over that dislike pretty quickly. But I'm rambling. Finally, what is your favorite ending in a Western novel or short story? It can be the ending which stuck with you long after the final page, whether triumphant, bittersweet, tragic, or hopeful. No spoilers here, but I'd be lying if I said any other book than Lonesome Dove. I read Lonesome Dove for March of the Mammoths this year. That last 15-20% of the book, my lord. Like, there's a lot of stuff that happens throughout, but the ending, the last, like a 15-20, it's sad. It'll make you angry, like the choices that are made. Yeah, it's just, it hits on so many of the emotions. It's just, whether you like how it ends or don't like how it ends, it's still going to hit you in the feelers. And it's such a, look, this book has problems. I'm not going to say it's a perfect book, but if you can get past its flaws, get to that end is such a banger. And it's just, whether you like it or don't like it, it's magical. So, other than that, I don't know what else to say. Let me know down below. If you make videos, I'll see this. If you do this tag, if you don't make videos, if you're a YouTube watcher, not a YouTube creator, feel free to answer down below what your picks are for these prompts. Again, thank you to Kevin Toll Reads for actually tagging me. That's awesome. I've been trying to do tags this year, and I think I've only done like 2 or 3. I've been slacking, but I hope to do a whole bunch of tags in the second half of this year. Thank you again for tagging me. I hope I did it well, and I think that's it for this one, peeps. Cheers.